Hello, and welcome back to The Balance. We're going to start this video off by getting right on into what we're going to be working on today. Today, we're going to work on building out this vertical slice. To start with, since this is the very first level the players will get introduced, it acts as the tutorial. I want to make sure I build each area fully fleshed out and ready to go. So I'm going to do that by chunking it, by building one piece, another piece, and then this final piece. So to start, let's start with this end area. I really want to make sure the trees in this green area and the lush environment that is going to be seen in this area is really eye-popping and amazing, because that's going to be like the player's turning point, because everything here is going to look really nice and going to be really cool, but this location is going to be the place where I really want to hit the players hard and strong at the very end. We'll hit them good here and hit them good there, Keep your interests really strong at the beginning and really strong at the end. So to start off with, we're just going to make some trees. We're going to make probably like 3 to 4 versions of trees, because we want enough trees that players won't be able to recognize that there are trees being copied across, that there's enough of a random variation of these 3 to 4 trees that players get the sense of an actual realistic environment. So to do that, we're going to head on into Blender. I found this really cool add-on for Blender called MTree. I'll have a link to where you can download it in the description below if any of you want to fiddle around with this tool yourself. It's really is quite amazing. It's pretty much having what SpeedTree, but instead of having to pay for the subscriptions, you kind of just get this. It's really fun. You can see I'm able to just create a couple of nodes similar to how you would see in SpeedTree. And all we got to do is just link them on up. And we can fiddle around with these parameters. Let's make sure you can see all this. There we go. So now I always like to start off right over here with how many resolutions. Resolutions in this program pretty much dictates how much complexity, or say polygon count, or how complex the shape's really going to be. So I like to just go through, fiddle around with things like this. Overall, I want the end result to be around a 12. That seems to be a good number to land on. I want to make sure my trunk is at a higher resolution than everything else, but that doesn't mean we can't have a good number in these areas. Roots, sometimes the players won't see the roots, but other times, at least for me, I like it when I have a forest type vibe and you see some of the trees, giant roots kind of come on up. So we'll have some variation with that to help players still see this diverse and complex world. And I liked seed 1 to start off with all of these advanced settings, because I like to fiddle around with these when I get the tree all set up. So I'd say that's good to start with. We'll go ahead over here and create our tree. There we go. Yeah, see, makes trees super easy. It's very much just like SpeedTree, except without having to pay a huge amount to constantly have it. And since, I'm making this game off YouTube and just right here, kind of not made of money. But we'll go around. I like to make sure that my branches don't start too close to the bottom for the trees that I'm wanting. I'm wanting kind of wanting these trees to kind of feel like aspen trees in a way, but I want the appearance of an aspen tree where all the branches are really up high, but down low you have, say, this real thick chungus type trunk, which makes my branches too big. So we're gonna lower the radius of them and their end radius to be a little bit stronger. Something like that, yeah. And let's lower the chungus branches down here too. We can do that by, I believe, take a look over here. Maybe if we use a different seed value. There we go. Maybe lower those resolutions. There we go. Actually, I'm quite liking what I'm seeing here. No, too much there. There we go. Yeah. And see, these types of branches right here will kind of be a nice way to jut out of the ground and show off some things in the environment. Don't quite like what I'm seeing there, so maybe we try a different seed value to fix that. Ooh, yeah, that one would be good. Having some of these tiny ones stick up. I don't know. Ooh, that one's not too bad. Let's just lower the randomness a little bit. Lower that split count. Well, maybe that seed just won't work for us. Let's go back over here, I think. I think if we go with a split count of 0.25 will be good. Randomness of 0.1. Yeah, I'm liking that one. Get back up here on the overall trunk. Let's see. It's gonna increase its shape a little bit. Add a bit more random there. Yeah, I'm liking that shape now. Let's see. Yeah, let's add some more splitting of the branches. Maybe somewhere around there. Gonna flatten that out a bit. Yeah, that'll do. So now, the fun part with this now is we can go over here. We can now see our final view of this tree. And as you see, with the final view, we get a pretty solid tree structure here. There's some issues with geometry in some locations of these models, but I think we can get away with that in the game because we'll have a pretty solid texture on these, and the texture can help alleviate some of this weirdness that we see, and it should allow players to see a really good tree, but not see that messy geometry that this creates. And if so, we can go back and I can go in with modeling tools and fix up that geometry if it does become apparently an issue. Now the fun part is I can just simply click here, deactivate selecting that tree, randomize the settings, and look at this. That's a whole different tree right away. Follows kind of, it keeps some of the same characteristics, especially in like the trunks and thicknesses of the branches, but you can see the branches aren't the same. The roots aren't the same. They follow kind of just similar characteristics. You can tell that these are a family of trees, but these all aren't the same tree, which is really, really good to have. See, and now sometimes you'll have that happen. No, that's because that created an armature. It didn't randomize the tree. That was my bad. Yeah. See how these are totally different? Branches are completely different. Roots are different, following similar characteristics, of course. We'll go for 4. Why not? And random. There we go. And just for the hell of it, I want to make sure we have plenty of trees in my environment. Well, that one's a weird tree. Let's randomize it a bit more. There we go. That's a bit better. And see, now we have 5 distinct trees, all made within what? A few minutes of each other. This program is absolutely amazing. I'll make sure to leave a link to where you can download this if you're using Blender to create trees or want a faster way to make some trees. I'd highly suggest this. Made these trees so fast, so easy for me. They export beautifully. The only thing that I could say is I'm going to have to fiddle with the leaves. Creating leaves in this function and exporting them to Unreal seems to have a hiccup. There seems to be an issue where it creates far too many actual leaves instead of importing like this whole bundle, this whole object, the shape or the bush of the tree. It ends up importing like each individual leaf, and that's not what I wanted. So we might be able to use that, or we might just have to go with the basic leaf cards, and we can discuss that in the next video or a later video. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that there are players out there wanting to get their hands wet in this game, wanting to explore the world of the balance. So with that said, see you guys next time.